Well, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Reverend Cassandra Ray, and this is my last Sunday as the spiritual director of the Center for Spiritual Living, White Rock. It is such a tender day, and I am so glad that you're here with us. And serving here has been my first pulpit since becoming a minister, and what an honor it has been to be a part of this community. This is an amazing community of people who are committed to doing the work, the individual and collective work of realizing a loving, vibrant world that works for all. And together we have consciously cultivated this virtual space to be a place of connection, nourishment, and inspiration wherever you are on your path. Whether you're soaring or struggling, there's a place for you here. And I'm really grateful that you are here today. So I am privileged to live and work on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coast Salish. I am committed to learning more about the First Peoples of the area in which I am zooming in from today, who are the Stillaguamish, Snohomish, and Tulalip. The Indigenous peoples have inhabited these lands and waters since time immemorial and remain to this day, continuing to practice the traditional ways of fishing, hunting, and gathering. The lands and cultural traditions have been passed on by ancestors who believe that everything has a spirit and that they are caretakers of these lands and waters. So now I invite you to just let everything else go, everything that came before this moment. And if you can, silence your devices. Oh, good, I'm all set here. And just be here with us now. And let's begin by anchoring our time together in prayer. And so I invite you to turn within, letting your body settle, becoming aware of your breath. This is the one life living through you right here and right now. How good it is to remember this life, this love, this power that I call God, that I call spirit, that I call the divine. I know that it is unfolding in, through, and as everyone, that it is giving all of itself. And so on this day, in this moment, I consciously accept and receive the gifts of spirit, recognizing that there is no separation between the divine essence and myself, that it is who and what I am. I take this moment to claim, affirm, and know that this gathering is absolutely guided by this divine light, that it is rooted in divine love, and that everything that is said or sung or experienced this day supports the highest and best vision of spirit as each one of us, individually and collectively. I know that something wonderful is happening. And so I breathe in the gratitude of this moment, of this experience, of this gathering, feeling so grateful to be in this life together, to be co-creating, to have this sacred space of connection and belonging. Knowing that spirit guides, leads, and unfolds this time perfectly, I let it be, and so it is. Oh, we gather live on Zoom every Sunday, and each week we have a musician who also joins us live. And today I'm excited to welcome Theta Phoenix. Theta is an intuitive singer who often sings songs for us that she spontaneously writes on the spot during service. Can you believe that? It's pretty amazing. With her angelic voice and beautiful instruments, she performs, she does sound healing work. She also has 4 CDs. You can visit her at thetaphoenix.com for her soul nourishing music. And please join me in welcoming Theta.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure and honor to be here, Cassandra, celebrating you this final day of your gift to this community. You are.
Thank you so much, Theta. I didn't want you to stop singing. I'm like, oh, just keep going. Just keep going.
I could.
Right. Thank you so much for putting into song what's unfolding in this space in the moment. It's truly a gift. Thank you. Whew. So as we complete this part of our journey together, we're embarking on a new one altogether. And in this journey called life and spiritual living, it is wise for us to use gratitude as our map. It is gratitude that enables us to harvest the learning from our past experiences, as well as point us toward joy. And it's gratitude that can carry us through all of the in-between stages of life. When you've left what was, you haven't yet arrived at what's next. Gratitude is here for you to find your footing. It's the power that moves you to appreciate the beauty of a sunrise or a poem, even when your heart is breaking. Gratitude goes beyond our brain's tendency to categorize things as bad or good, positive or negative, and it opens the heart, leading us into a more holistic experience. Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind, gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity. This is because gratitude has the power to connect you with your soul, your own inner access to the divine. And it opens you up to receive the unearned yet freely given love of the divine, which is the foundation of self-confidence, self-love, self-trust, and the courage to embark on the journey of self-realization. You, my dear, are literally made of God's stuff. And each day, each moment is an opportunity to put your God stuff into use, to be of service, and to help create a world that you would want Jill's great nephew to inherit. Okay, let's try something. Take a moment right now to think of something you want to experience. What do you want to experience in your life? Go ahead and identify one thing you'd like to be, do, or have. Now, there might be lots of things you want to experience, but just pick one for this exercise. Bring it to mind. Now, I want you to think of at least 3 things you're grateful for in this area. So, for example, I would like to publish a book. And I'm grateful for an amazing woman in my life, you know who you are, who volunteers to edit my copy. I'm grateful for technology that empowers me to publish it myself if I so choose. I'm grateful for every life experience that has given me wisdom to share with others. Notice how the gratitude can take something big, like wanting to publish a book, and it brings it into possibility. This energy can be harnessed. Every time I sit down to write my book, I can begin with gratitude. I can find 3 things to be grateful for that open my mind and heart to my soul's calling to express myself through writing. And you know what? The gratitude doesn't even have to be related to writing in order to help me tap into that creative energy. I can sit down and write and be grateful for the companionship of my dog, Gracie. I can be grateful for the trees outside my window and the delicious tea I have to drink. When you set out on your journey, beginning with gratitude for what's already transpired, what you already have, and the beauty that's already here, gives you fuel. It gives you the power to keep going. And in fact, gratitude can help you stay centered in your power. So let's try something again. Bring to mind a relationship that you're struggling with, someone who tends to push your buttons. Now, you might have more than one person you're struggling with, but choose just one person. Bring them into your mind's eye or bring them into your mind. And now I want you to think of 3 things you're willing to be grateful for about this person. For example, my dad and I have been struggling to get along these past few years. He's actually my stepdad. He married my mom when I was 19. But I call him Dad, and I'm willing to be grateful that he's dedicated to being my dad. No matter how many arguments or fights or disagreements we get in, he's still dedicated to being my dad. It's a choice that he makes. I'm grateful that since he came into our family, he's always been there for us as best he could. I know I could call him and he'd be there for me. I'm grateful that he loves and adores my mom. Now, imagine if before every conversation or get together, I grounded myself in gratitude rather than all the things I'm afraid of happening. How might our interactions change? Now, I'm not advocating using gratitude to just grin and bear it, but I am encouraging all of us to use gratitude to move out of focusing on what's wrong so that we can see the humanity of one another, so that we can know our shared divinity. I believe that focusing on gratitude right before getting together will keep me centered in a way that empowers me to show up with kindness, compassion, and grace, as well as truth, boundaries, and authenticity. All of those things are important, vital, and crucial in relationships. The practice here is to ground yourself in gratitude before getting together, before having that phone call, and see how it changes you. See how it changes the outcome. The really amazing thing about gratitude is that it has the capacity to hold space for our humanity and to be the map we've been searching for. It is vast enough to hold all of life's joys and all of life's pain, and It is the bridge from where you are now to where you want to be. Dr. Ernest Holmes writes in The Science of Mind, the imagination is creative. The will is directive. Through will, we decide just what we wish to have done. And we may wish to use the creative power of mind for helping someone else, for self-help, or for some other purpose. The will holds attention to the mental viewpoint until the creative power has time to work through the law of unfoldment. So, imagining what you want to experience and using your will to focus on it, you can use gratitude to fill the gap that the creative, so that the creative power has time to work. Gratitude can fill that gap between what you imagine and what you experience. So in order to stop us from falling into the trap of scarcity, like there isn't enough, or there'll never be enough, or this isn't good enough in some way, we can practice gratitude at every step along the way. In fact, practicing gratitude is how we use gratitude as a map. Every day, write down your gratitudes. Before every meeting, think of something to be grateful for. Before and after every tough conversation, be grateful for something. Your gratitude has the power to change the way you move through your own life, and it will move you toward what brings you joy. So as we complete this part of our journey together, know that I am deeply, profoundly grateful for you. Yes, I am speaking to each and every one of you. CSL White Rock is a circle of belonging, connection, possibility, and love. Y'all took a risk on me, and I'm grateful for every class, every Sunday gathering, every meeting, and every challenge that has come along the way. Y'all have taught me to embrace my leadership, to come from love, and to always ask for help. I have so much love in my heart for you. I hope you feel it, and I hope it is amplified in your life through gratitude. And so it is. And I'm going to ask you to take this into prayer treatment. So I just ask you to turn within for a moment, taking that sacred breath and feeling grateful for the life, the love, the possibility that is spirit creating, expressing itself in, through, and as all right here and right now. I recognize that this one life, it cannot be stopped, that this one power, that it cannot be bounded, that it is boundless, infinite, all powerful, ever present. And it is expressing itself as the Center for Spiritual Living White Rock. It is expressing itself as each person who calls this place home. It is expressing itself as each person who has ever graced these halls, these Zoom meetings. It is expressing itself as all the people who have not even arrived here yet. I give deep and profound thanks for the way in which this community is a safe haven, the way in which it is a source of healing, a source of truth for the ways in which each one is lifted up and lifted toward their soul's purpose. I am so grateful to know that the power, the strength, the love, that it is amplified here this day, and it continues out, reaching toward this next expression of the divine, knowing that it is already known in the mind of God. I simply sit back, allowing this creative truth of love and power to unfold. Right here and right now, I give deep thanks for all that is unfolding, letting it be, and so it is.
Thank you. Beautiful. So we're at the part of our gathering today where we ask or be in the space of a generous community. And we create sacred opportunities for personal empowerment, collective transformation through wholehearted experiences of truth and spirit. So if you were inspired by today's music and message, as well as any of our weekly or monthly offerings, I ask you, we gratefully receive your gift, tithe, and offering, and let you know that it doesn't matter, small, whatever it is gratefully, gratefully received here. So you can always donate at our website at www.csl-whiterock.com, mail us a check, send us an e-transfer, and again, all gifts of any size are helpful, and that your contribution makes all of this possible. So thank you. So please join me in declaring our prosperity affirmation. Divine love within blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. It is the circle, and so it is.